Just hear those jingle bells jingling, ring, ting, tingling too.
No.
And everything.
No.
You see what she has to put up with, folks? Hi, everybody.
Hey.
Wild Man Wes here.
I'm Rebecca.
And welcome to day 20 of What's Your Poison's 24 Beers of Christmas. We had a fairly nice sour beer yesterday, and let's see what we get today. I've been very excited and very happy that so far we've only had one naughty beer on this list.
I wasn't involved. Yay me.
What's that?
I didn't have to drink it.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't. You didn't save me any of that one. You saved me the other ones.
No, you were here for that. It was day 6.
Oh.
Yeah, welcome back
Why would you
to that
remind me
beer
of that? I was
you
trying
hate that you drank
so hard
about.
to forget about that.
Well, we're going to forget about it now with this beer, so I'm just going to pop this open.
Yay! And AD kicked in.
What we got? Oh, yes. From Will County Brewing in Shorewood, Illinois, we have Bam Bam Loves Pebbles. Okay, so I have had Bam Bam Loves Pebbles before when I lived out near Joliet, and I remember it being in a can with a silver or a gray label. This one has a pink label, so now with marshmallows. So this is a wheat ale, and it tastes just like Fruity Pebbles. I'm trying to remember the ABV on this one. I believe it's roughly about a 5.6, 5.7. I could be wrong, but let's see. Where is it? Where's it? Yeah.
Pebbles also loves Bam Bam.
Yes, she does. There is no ABV on this that I can see, so we're just gonna have to
We'll wing it.
Yeah,
Here we go.
Ooh, that's sprayed. All right, me glass.
Ooh, nice and light. Just like I like it.
Yep. Like that
Got some carbonation, but not overly carbonated.
golden color. It's beautiful. Just the way I remember it. All right, so.
Please don't let me down.
Nope, take a sniff. Not exactly what I remember. I mean, Oh, okay. 3 sniff, I'm getting a lot more of that Fruity Pebble. Drive by. Maybe it's that marshmallow that might be changing it a little bit, so.
I was gonna say, I can't tell. Like, it definitely smells like that sweetness, but it's not like a definitive. This is a glass of Cocoa Pebbles.
All right.
I like this one. Oh.
I think the marshmallow affects the flavor a little bit, because I'm still getting the Fruity Pebble. It's just the marshmallow or whatever it is in here.
But you know what it tastes like to me? A Fruity Pebbles Rice Krispie treat. Like you use Fruity Pebbles instead of Rice Krispies to make it like that's what it tastes like.
No, that's fair. No, I mean, I this is one of those moments where I got my hopes up way. I got greedy. Because of something that I've had in the past.
It's Christmas, you can't be greedy.
I know, but this has happened quite a few times during this series, and
Keep trying to tell you.
You know what? Hey, regardless, Will County, you make a lot of great beers. For me, this one, I'm gonna say it's gonna be this style of Bam Bam Loves Pebbles is probably gonna be a one and done for me. It is nice. It's nice, but it goes back to, and I don't want to say it's going to sound like a jerk, but I mean, it's that comment of like, don't fix what isn't broken, and you didn't break it, it's just,
it's not what you were expecting.
But my palate's slightly jaded, but I'm not mad. You know what, hey, I appreciate what you did though, and I mean, it's decent beer, it's just, I don't think I can have a lot of this throughout the night, so. It's nice for me, but what do you say?
I'm gonna go with nice.
Like full nice?
Like
okay.
a nice. Like,
no, that's fair.
I have not been jaded because I have not had the original.
Well, we're gonna have to fix that because, maybe if we can find another can of this version, we can do a side-by-side comparison then.
Ooh. I'm okay with this.
All right. Well, we hope you enjoyed this quick part of the episode for our beer review. Now it's time to move on to the other side of the review with a movie. So, see you soon. For today's second half, I realized something. There is one in particular type of review that I have always made sure I've done in every series of this. And it's a TV special. Now, we can talk about animated specials all day long. There are so many. There's one side special that I've realized I really haven't tapped into. The live action specials. Now, we did do one years ago about the Star Wars holiday special, but we're not talking about that. A lot of holiday specials somehow include some form of a character from a movie or a TV show, and celebrities have them as well. Bing Crosby, Nat King Cole, Andy Williams, the list goes on and on. But today we're going to be talking about someone from my childhood. We're going to be talking about 1988's Pee-wee's Playhouse Christmas Special. I have vivid memories about this one because, you know, I watched Pee-wee as a kid, whether it be the Pee-wee's Playhouse or even his movies. And there's always a spot. And Paul Reubens, the man who played Pee-wee Herman, passed away within the last few years. And, you know, I still will relive all of the things that he does, including some of his off work as Paul Reubens. I mean, with Nightmare Before Christmas, Gotham, you name it. I mean, hey, he was even Penguin's father at the beginning of Batman Returns, but I digress. So Pee-wee's Christmas Special starts off with Pee-wee giving Conky the list of everything he wants for Christmas, and it seems a bit excessive. Even Conky kind of tells him, hey, you know, don't you think this is a bit much? But Pee-wee being, you know, the quote-unquote man-child and pretty much just kind of selfish-natured person that he can be at times, he doesn't care. Throughout the episode, Pee-wee realizes there are things that he is forgetting, like decorating the playhouse, also talking to his neighbors, also getting guest appearance visits from people like Whoopi Goldberg, Magic Johnson, Charo, Annette Funicello and Frankie Avalon. I mean, it was like the who's who of the 1980s and even prior to that, and then later on, after that, into the 90s. I mean, it was really interesting. But as the episode progresses, Santa arrives and tells Pee-wee, we've got a problem. I have no presents for the children of the world because I don't have room on my sleigh because all of my toys are for you. So you're going to have to give all your toys to the rest of the kids in order to save Christmas. But there's a catch. As long as Pee-wee goes and helps Santa deliver all the presents, everything's good. And you know what? That's a pretty good message because at the end, Pee-wee says he has a big wish for everyone to have a safe and happy holiday. And you know what? I like that because he sees the error of his way. And that's definitely an 80s type theme with a lot of shows. There always had to be a moral of the story. Now that I've already talked a little bit about what I liked, especially with the morals of the story, we'll talk more about what I like. I mean, I mentioned some of the guest appearances on the show. We have, like, so many at the time, and Pee-wee puts them through a little bit of some, you know, rough patches. I mean, Annette Funicello and Frankie Avalon are filling out about 1,000 Christmas cards, and then after they fill them out, then Pee-wee says he's going to go play in the snow. They say, hey, we'd like to join too, and he goes, well, what about the envelopes? And it's just like, it shows a little bit more of how greedy Pee-wee's being than he normally is, whether it be on the normal TV show or in the movies. And it was just kind of funny watching everybody get really irritated with him. Speaking of the irritation, Pee-wee has his own, because as a kid, I remember watching a lot of, you know, Christmas movies, holiday movies, or TV shows where there's one thing that people just did not care to get. It was almost like getting a big middle finger when somebody gives it to you during the holidays. Fruitcake. Pee-wee got a lot of fruitcake. I mean, at this point, Jimmy Buffett could have a song for him on that one. But at least Pee-wee has the bright idea to use all of the fruitcakes to his advantage. He has people build a new wing to the playhouse. So at least it didn't go to waste, right? Also, another thing about this, there was some inclusion in this episode, because one of Pee-wee's neighbors, Mrs. Renee, is of the Jewish faith, and she starts teaching him about Hanukkah and how they have 8 days and 8 nights of gathering and how they celebrate the holiday season. Not just that, but also Charo comes in and sings Feliz Navidad to give Pee-wee kind of a more multicultural experience of how people celebrate the holidays around the world. When it comes to things that I don't like about this, I mean, not much. I mean, it's definitely one of those holiday specials that I can watch at least once a year, especially during the holidays. I'm not going to sit here and watch it all the time. I mean, I could, but it's definitely worth one time a year because it's definitely a feel-good episode. And that being said, we're just going to go and talk about the grade for this special. I mean, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to say a solid A. Solid A on this one because, I mean, they could have gone lambasted crazy on this. They could have went, all over. I mean, they do to a degree, but then again, that is the energy and the concept of Pee-wee's Playhouse. I mean, there's going to be some zany antics, but they definitely toned it down a little bit on this one, especially when there's so many people involved in the cast in general. So, I mean, yeah, I'm going to go with a solid A on this one. But we hope you enjoyed this review of the beer as well as Pee-wee's Playhouse Christmas Special. If you've had the beer and seen the special and agree, leave a thumbs up. If not, you can leave a thumbs down. Hey, I totally understand. Otherwise, make sure you share on social media, push that little red button, and ring that bell for instant notifications. Also, make sure you check out my boy Hefe at Beer You Beer Me, and we will see you tomorrow for day 21 of What's Your Poison's 24 Beers of Christmas. Until then, I'm Wildman Wes, and we will see you next time.